Hello. Well, here we are in the woods in Riverton. I bet you didn't even think that was possible, but it actually is. And such a beautiful day, pretty breezy. That's why we're in here in the woods to be out of the wind a little bit. Um, like I said, gorgeous day for a walk. In our readings today, we hear the from Isaiah more about the servant, more about the Messiah, really the prophecy about the Messiah, that he will send him to save Israel, to save Jacob. It's a beautiful reading. And it's really talking about sending. He's really talking about Jesus. Of course, we don't know that yet. If they didn't know that at the time. And Jesus today in John's Gospel is at John's version of the Last Supper, and Judas, and he tells them that whoever uh, dips the morsel with him will be the one to betray him, and Judas does, and for some reason the rest of the apostles don't figure it out, and they figure that maybe he's going, Jesus, now go do what you have to do, he says, and so he leaves to betray Jesus, and then Jesus starts to talk to the rest of them and let them know that he won't be with them for very long, and they get pretty confused, and he says, "Oh, we won't. I won't be with you, and you can't drink. You can't go with me right now, but you'll go later." And Peter, of course, says, "Oh no, I'll come with you. I'll lay down my life for you." And then Jesus, of course, tells him that you will deny me 3 times before the cock crows, or before Buddy Parks either, I guess. So we have this forgiveness from Jesus for Peter, that he's not ordering him away. He's just telling him this is what's going to happen. And I know you're a weak human, and it's good for us to know this, because we know that we are weak humans who begin to doubt. Like maybe we're starting to doubt the bishop's wisdom in making us refrain from the sacraments right now. That maybe he doesn't care about us. Maybe he's given up on the light, and I think that he's he wants to protect us. That he hasn't given up on the light. That he knows that the light shines. And he's telling us. He's put out an opinion editorial piece that is really quite beautiful, and that he talks about how we can find ways to be fed spiritually. And tells that how so many of priests around the world have died because they took and other people have died because they took the mass outside when the churches were closed, and so we have to be very careful at this time. Certainly, there's many things that go on, but this one is pretty unusual. There's nobody in the world. There's only the people that have gotten better from it have immunity to it. And nobody in the world has immunity. We're not even sure. Maybe some do. Maybe that's why some people don't get sick when they get it. We don't know, but we have to find this out. We're so worried about our economy. Well, the Lord provides. We can take a break, and it'll be all right. It probably has something to do with us being so deeply ensconced in the debt economy. But regardless of that, the Lord will take care of us. We can take this break. We can take this time. And rather than allowing these fears and these anxieties of being separated from the Eucharist to take over our thoughts and minds and make us see red, as they say, well, let it be a time of introspection. Let it be a time of Eucharistic worship, where even when we're not in the presence of it, but we know of it spiritually. We know of it spiritually. We know that we have drunk from his cup. We know that means suffering in this world, and so we have to work for each other. We have to work for that spiritual balance. The whole reason that we're supposed to go to church on Sunday is so that we'll stay in spiritual balance. And so at this time where we are barred from the public celebration, of course we can go to church because it's open, but from the Mass we are barred from it. Let us find spiritual spiritual feeding in that. Let us understand the morsels that we've taken better and better from Jesus. And let us not turn on each other, but let us give thanks to God. Give thanks to God for even for this opportunity to become spiritually stronger, to become the brothers and sisters of our Lord Jesus Christ who can survive this time in the desert, who can survive together, even though we're physically separated. That was one of the things I really loved, is he said that that saying social distancing maybe is the wrong way. Physical distancing with social togetherness, so that we are creative in the ways that we call our friends, in the way that we use our social media, not for bad ways, but for good. That we reach out to each other, and that we make sure that we are fed spiritually during this difficult time. Thank you, my brothers and sisters, and God bless you.